Shalom V'racha. I would like to wish you a good evening. I would like to say a special bracha of Shana Tova, bracha v'atzlachat b'riut, to all those who help the Kollel of the Sephardim of Toronto, and of course the people who take care of this Kollel. May Hashem give them b'riut with the zichut of the tzaddikim. Tonight it's the Hilula of my father, Rabbi Moshe Aharon Pinto, the tzaddik. May his zichut be with you. So Be'ezat Hashem, Chazak u'Baruch for the supporting the Kollel of Toronto, and I wish bracha v'atzlacha to the leaders of this Kollel, and especially my special thanks to all the work that has been done by Harav Lugansi Shalita. Thank you very much. Shana Tova Mituka. Hashem bless you. Toda.
I believe that my involvement in the Kollel is because the Kollel is the institution that is upholding Torah in our community. There are such strong powers outside of the Kollel walls that are trying to destroy the spirituality of the Jewish nation. And I see the Kollel as an opportunity to resist those powers.
The Bria Hatichon, the pillar that goes through Am Yisrael as the main part of Am Yisrael, is their connection to Torah. And Baruch Hashem, we've seen many people who have tapped into this Torah center and have grown tremendously in their Torah and Yirat Shamayim.
It's beautiful to see how much it has grown, and you see people are really getting connected. It's the same faces again with new faces, but they keep on coming back for more and more. For the tefillas to be part of the Kollel, to be part of the warmth, to join in the family of the Kollel, to really grow in their avodas Hashem, and the friendship and the closeness that's really growing together as a community.
The Rosh Kollel, in the few short years that he's here, has made a name for himself as a top-level Talmid Chacham. He's a mushlam, not only in terms of the Torah that he knows, but also as a person, as an individual, a Ba'al Midot, a Yarei Shamayim, and we're very proud to call him the Rosh Kollel of our Kollel.
Rabbi Hassan, what a tzaddik. He's a wonderful, wonderful tzaddik, very humble. If Moshe Rabbeinu was humble, Rabbi Hassan is also very humble, and he does a great job. The Chavrachim love him, and he's been a wonderful addition.
The Rosh Kollel has a tremendous impact in his shiurim, whether he gives it to men, women, and also the events that the Kollel recently started for women themselves, not just for the men, but also they have events for the women that they themselves could come, could leave their house, could grow in the Torah and in their Yirat Shamayim.
Come here on a nightly basis, you'll see whether it's young people, whether it's religious people, older people, irreligious people, those wherever they're holding in different lives, you see that the Avrechim are able to connect with them on each one according to their level. And that's what keeps people coming back. There's no doubt that the Kollel is only as strong as the Avrechim, and that's what really attracts everybody.
You come to the Kollel and you see that the place is booming. People just want to come and daven in the Kollel. The Kollel is not a place where you socialize necessarily, but it's a place that people just feel attached to. They just want to be part of the Kollel because they feel that this is the truth, this is where a person should be spending his time.
I was from the first Avrechim, and I see, Baruch Hashem, many families, many ladies, many boys, Baruch Hashem getting closer and closer to Borei Olam. And I see that, Baruch Hashem, many families that have been affected by the Kollel. Each one at his own level, at his own pace.
Rabbi Zrian first, he's a powerhouse, and he's a doer, he's a go-getter. We're very impressed with him. He does a great job. We're very happy that he got involved in the Kollel. I know he doesn't make any money out of this, but his heart is in it, and he helps the whole community. Without asking for anything for himself, he gives himself 100%.
People feel privileged, and they like to participate, to partner with the Kollel. People are tremendously happy with what's going on with the Kollel and happy to participate and partner with us.
This Kollel is not just a place to come learn, it's a place to join the most beautiful, flourishing community in Toronto that I've come in contact with.
The Rosh Kollel, I feel, is a very good kiyum of Chazal that say, Shiu divrei Torah mechudadim beficha. There's no gimgum. You ask him something, he's sharp, he's quick. In the sugya that we're learning, in anything that you ask him, he's mamish, things are on the fingertips. During Seder, oftentimes there's mamish kolotu brakim. There's a lot of energy in the learning.
We are so lucky to be in a kollel where we are so well taken care of by the administration. Baruch Hashem, we can learn with Minchata Nefesh, with peace of mind. A kollel where there is such a high caliber of learning. We have a Rosh Kollel. He gives us clarity in halakha, and he gets the depth of the sugyot very well. And we are so happy to be part of a community where we can grow together.
Each community is very important in and of itself. The independence of each one is very important, but together, we work together to create what Toronto is, what Thornhill as part connects itself to Toronto, and I'm very happy to be a part of it and part of helping it grow more and more.
I've been in Toronto for years and looking for a place where I could bring my family so we could learn and pray according to our traditions, according to our nusach, and to have a real dmut, a person to look up to.
Prosper, we can't thank you enough for having the vision to have started the Kollel 20 years ago and to have seen it through with all your koichas and making sure that we got to this place today.
Thanks to him, he started the first Kollel, very courageous, and he's even though we moved up north, he's still having a Kollel for Daf Yomi every night. He has many rabbanim and people that come and study over there. And at least we have a place in the center, and we have one up north.
I cannot be more proud now of what's happening to the city, and it's a wonderful job. I wish bracha v'hatzlacha to the Kollel, to Rabbi Yaakov Hassan, to Rabbi Yozrian, should him give his strength, to Rabbi Levi Arush, who is mamash behind every minute of the Kollel. Hashem should give him bracha v'hatzlacha, and we share her good news and get bigger and stronger.
You come into the Kollel and you see everybody is so comfortable in the Kollel. And they're comfortable in the Kollel because the leadership here is so warm.
Many times wives have questions for husbands and they'll say, okay, I'll call the rabbi or, I'll do something. You know what? I come over to the Kollel, no problem. And it might be something that, is urgent. Maybe something to do with a kosher kitchen, something to do with something that my wife is in the middle of.
When I learned in Eretz Yisrael in yeshiva for a year, I wasn't sure what was going to be when I got back here. Where I was going to learn, who was going to take care of me. And the second I walked into the Kollel, the Rosh Kollel, Rabbi Zrihan, the Avrechim were incredibly welcoming to be in my family. And I'm proud to call this place my new home.
They engage you, they're here to answer questions. I learn with them regularly 3 times a week. It's really an amazing place.
I view the Kollel and the Avrechim and the leadership of the Kollel just like family. It's a big source of inspiration for me and my family.
The amazing people that come to the Kollel are a great inspiration for me. The respect that people that come here, that they give to the Torah is something that is very important.
So I envelop my days with Torah, with tefillah, and it's a beautiful thing to have in the neighborhood and to have the Avrechim and the Rosh Kollel.
I can't wait to come here in the morning and start my day off right.
It's changed our lives. It's added more spirituality to our lives, more of a community to our lives. We're connected. We have a connection and a place to call home.
I just want to say a big chazaku baruch to all the avrechs, the Rosh Kollel, Rabbi Zrian, the way they open up their hearts and their learning and their time to share with us. The Sephardic Kollel is our home.
There's no secret that to have bracha you need to have Torah, and no better place than the house of Torah in our community.
I often stay to learn here, to learn at the Kollel after Aravit. I would leave around 11 o'clock, and very often, if not every night, there's at least a couple of Avrechim that are still here learning Torah.
I feel that the Kollel became a big part of my life, and Amir Shem will continue to be a big part of my life. And my family and I are extremely grateful and privileged to be part of such a Makom Torah.
The amount of Kiddushah every time I open this door, not only the Kiddushah about this place, but the Rabbeim, Rabbi Hassan, Rabbi Zrian, Rabbi Levi Arush, all the Rabbeim here are just amazing.
I've tried myself a few times, attempted with other Rabbanim. Some approached me, some approached to open a Kollel. We were never successful for whatever reason Hashem had, until Yizachel Tov, prosper, Ugassi had the initiative and he was able to do it. And Baruch Hashem, since then, since he initiated the Kollel, I've been part of it. I started with Rabbi Zri and we're learning 2 or 3 times a week. And since then, I would say it became like an addiction.
Kollel for me that I never been in my lifetime, neither in yeshiva, neither Kollel, but today to see my own kids and my grandkids going to the Kollel.
The Kollel impacted me personally. Baruch Hashem, I'm very good friends with some of the rabbis that have come through the Kollel. I'm friendly with many, many people here, and it really impacts my life to have such B'nai Torah associated with me on a daily basis.
The growth of the Kollel is an amazing and beautiful thing to see, from the days of the promenade to here in Sobeys Plaza. And also what's amazing is on the Yomim Noraim, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, to see the amount of people that flock to Makom Torah to daven, to pray to Hashem, and really connect to the source is a really, really beautiful thing to see. And I'm very excited that the Kollel is now expanding and making room for more people from the community. And I hope more people will join us and really appreciate this gem that we have in the community.